You've probably wondered this before. Why do I keep attracting emotionally unavailable people? Why do I end up with people who can't commit, can't express, can't stay? People who say all the right things but disappear when it's time to mean them. And somehow, no matter how different they look on the surface, they always end the same way, with you giving more than you get. It's easy to call it bad luck. It's easy to say there are no good people left. But the truth is, patterns in your love life are rarely about luck. They are mirrors, and mirrors don't lie. Carl Jung once said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." That is exactly what happens in your relationships. You think you're choosing freely, but you're not choosing. Your wounds are. You are being drawn to what feels familiar, not what feels right. Because deep down, the nervous system doesn't seek happiness. It seeks what it recognizes. So if you grew up around love that was inconsistent, unavailable, or distant, your body learned to confuse anxiety with passion. You learned to crave the chase, the confusion, the almost. You learned to associate peace with boredom and chaos with love. So when you meet someone who is calm, consistent, and emotionally open, you feel nothing. You say there's no spark, because peace feels unfamiliar. And when you meet someone who is distant, unpredictable, or emotionally detached, you feel alive, because your body remembers that rhythm. That is how the cycle keeps you trapped. Eric Fromm once wrote, "Immature love says, 'I love you because I need you.' Mature love says, 'I need you because I love you.' But when you keep attracting emotionally unavailable people, your love is built on need, not growth. You chase what you need to fix in yourself. You're not just looking for love, you're looking for redemption. You're trying to rewrite your childhood through someone new. If only you could make the unavailable person finally choose you, finally stay, finally love you right. It would mean that maybe you were never the problem. That maybe you were finally worthy of being chosen. But that's not love. That's reenactment. And it keeps you trapped in emotional purgatory. You say you want intimacy, but you keep choosing people who can't give it. Why? Because real intimacy requires you to be seen. And being seen feels unsafe when your worth was once questioned. So it's easier to chase someone who won't fully see you. It's safer to try to win love than to receive it. Because receiving it, that's vulnerability. That means sitting still in the truth that you are enough without proving it. And for many people, that's the most terrifying feeling in the world. The real reason you keep attracting emotionally unavailable people is because, deep down, you are emotionally unavailable too. Not in the cold-hearted way, but in the self-protective way. You crave connection, but you fear being hurt. You want to be loved, but you fear being left. So you subconsciously choose people who can never stay long enough to truly touch you. That way, you never have to face your deepest fear, that if someone got close enough, they might see parts of you that even you haven't learned to accept. Jung also said, people will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own soul. And relationships are one of the most beautiful, yet painful mirrors for that truth. The people we attract reveal where we are still unhealed. The unavailable ones show us the parts of ourselves we have abandoned. Their silence mirrors our own disconnection. Their inconsistency mirrors our own confusion about what love should feel like. So the goal isn't to stop attracting them. The goal is to stop needing what they represent. You do that by confronting your patterns, not shaming them, but understanding them. Ask yourself, why do I feel drawn to people who can't love me back? What part of me feels safer with distance than with closeness? What happens inside me when love feels calm? Because healing doesn't begin when you find someone new. It begins when you stop running from yourself. You will know you are healing when peace no longer feels boring. When you stop mistaking chaos for chemistry. When you can sit in stillness without needing someone to fill it. You will know you are healing when love stops feeling like a chase and starts feeling like a choice. When you realize that being chosen by someone else is nothing compared to choosing yourself. Alain de Botton once said, "We are not taught how to love. We are only taught how to feel excited." And that's why so many of us confuse intensity for intimacy. We call anxiety butterflies. We call inconsistency mystery. And we call peace no spark. But peace is not the absence of passion. It's the presence of safety. And safety is what allows love to actually grow. So if you keep attracting emotionally unavailable people, take it as an invitation to look inward, not outward. Ask what part of you is still afraid of being fully open. Ask what version of love you first learned to accept, because the relationships you attract are not punishments. They are teachers, each one showing you a lesson about what you still believe you deserve. When you finally heal, you will stop chasing love that has to be earned. You will stop performing to be kept. You will stop begging to be seen. And that's when you'll attract someone different, not because they're rare, but because you've become ready. The truth is, we don't attract what we want. We attract who we are. And once you stop running from yourself, the people who can't meet you will stop finding you, because your energy will no longer recognize them, because you'll no longer confuse peace with boredom, and because you'll finally understand what love actually feels like. Not anxious, not uncertain, not painful, but safe. You don't attract emotionally unavailable people because you're broken. You attract them because your soul is trying to show you where it still hurts. And once you listen, once you heal, once you stop mistaking chaos for love, you'll realize the thing you were always chasing wasn't them.